Okay, hi there. I am Joylene. I go by Joy, and I'm from the island of Chuuk in Micronesia, Pacific Islands. And do I start now or I cannot hear?
Please go ahead to that if you like to, since you may want to just say a few words about the dish you are going to be making, and just talking and working at the same time would be great if you don't mind. I will try to keep mine on too. But let me see.
So what I have,
go
you
ahead.
might see in the flyer already, is the grated cassava, or we call it Amaten tapioka. Grated is Amaten in our language. So this is what it looks like. This is the tapioka root. And we'll be using, so this is the tapioka root, but luckily we have in the Asian stores, the grated tapioka or the grated cassava. So that makes it easier for us. But back in the islands, this is like a community work. This dish is, because of its extra steps to make, it's usually make only during special occasions like weddings or birthdays or funerals. So we're using 2 of this. It's a 14 ounce. And 1 coconut milk in the can. But again, in the islands, it will be fresh out of the coconut, grated, and made into coconut milk. But here we have it at our convenience in the can. And so, and also sugar. And the tapioca flour or tapioca starch. And a can opener. I'm gonna cut this and put it in a big one to mix. And I got the smaller ones, smaller containers to divide it into. It depends on how many colors. Say hi, here are my helpers. Hi. My daughter. Hi. Wisdom and my daughter. Courage, Ring. So it was like, because I was going right into it because of my being in with the technical. I'm gonna wash my hands first. Any questions?
Joy, why don't I go ahead and mention about the items that we are needing for this particular dish again, so that way just to refresh some of your memory. And yes, we could also put it that if you like. Does that sound good? Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
So I just dropped it in the chat field for the items as well as the actual instruction that you sent me.
Yes.
Okay. So for those of you who wanted to kind of, who just join us, I just want to make sure you see the items that we need. So there are 2 packs of grated cassava, or you can go get the real roots and shred them, right? Like what Joy said. But it may be easier for you to just purchase the ones that's already shredded. And then you have the tapioca flours, the coconut milk, What kind of coconut milk do you get, Joy? Are you talking about the actual coconut milk or the coconut cream?
Yes,
that's
it's coconut
gotcha.
milk. It says coconut milk.
Okay.
So
Then
any
1
kind
cup
of
of
coconut
sugar.
milk.
Okay. And the young
can use.
coconut that you mentioned in your ingredients list, is that using real fresh coconut, or can they also purchase the fresh, the shredded kind that's in a bag?
The one that I said optional?
Yeah.
That's also in these.
Okay.
But it's also however you like. If you want a fresh, the grated ones or the frozen ones or the ones in the jar, you can do that.
Okay.
And then I put in 2 bags and then one of this. It's the 13.5.
Okay.
So I flip it out to really use everything.
Okay. You mentioned that this can be eaten as a dessert too, right?
Yes.
So it can be appetizer or dessert. Okay.
Yes. And here's the tapioca flour.
Okay.
1 package. Again, the coconut milk and some really do it basic without mixing the coconut milk or this one. It all depends on your taste. So now I'm mixing it.
Okay.
I'm mixing it.
All the flour ingredients and the coconut milk.
Yes.
Okay.
Sit well. And then 1 cup sugar. I got the one right here, so. So I got, there's a 1/3 cup here, so I'm making it.
You use the regular sugar. Can people use the brown sugar too?
Yes, they can, and it'll be a little. It'll turn color, but I use the regular.
Okay.
So while we're doing this, I'm having the water, la pochita, in the, it's boiling. So I already have water in the pot boiling. It's half, the water is half, and it's on medium. But I'm asking my daughter to check on it. So it should look like this.
Okay.
And then I have, depends, we like, in the islands, we like attractive, see, like attractive things, attractive dresses. You will, if you see our traditional dresses, they have a lot of flowers. So our food, we also like to make it colorful. And so I'm gonna do the 3 colors, red, yellow, and green, and put it in 3.
Okay.
So again, it can also be done without the food color. Or if you want 1 color or 2 colors, that all depends on you. Yes, thank you. So my daughter is saying, here are the food colors.
They get to change the color.
Yes. they enjoy doing this with me also.
Mhm.
But be aware, it gets a little bit messy.
Welcome.
All right. And so now it's color time. I got red, yellow, and green. So I'm gonna put the yellow, just squeeze it in. And there's the red, squeeze it in. Yes, this is red. It's black on the outside with red inside.
My mommy
And
said
then just, okay. And so, yes, it's red. So here, the measuring cups, I use it to scoop. You just have 3 in each. You can use it to mix. No. And then there's the green. Mixing it using the measuring cups. Since I'll be,
Okay, so Joy, there is a question in the chat I wanted to relate to you. So one of the
yes,
person asked if you put in 1 can of coconut milk or 2 cans.
1 can.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So 1 can in with the, but I also have another can that is being prepared for the topping.
Okay.
So
Got
it'll
it.
look like that.
Very pretty.
And so now it's putting it time. So in the islands we use banana leaves and a taro leaves, but we don't have those here. Or there might be banana leaves, but so we use sandwich bags.
Okay. I think you can actually purchase banana leaves.
And they do that?
Yeah. But you have to go to like some kind of really big grocery stores. Some of them.
Oh,
There are
okay.
those.
So what we've been doing is we use sandwich bag.
Got you.
So each of my daughter are doing each color.
Yeah.
Yes, good job. So we can, if we want them in one bag, we just put each scoop in a bag. But what I'm doing right now is each color in each bag. Then when it cooks, we cut it up, and that's how we. But you can also mix it and have it cooked together. And these, the foil, have it in these, like this, and we fold it inside.
Okay. So the consistency of your dough, do you mind to lean the bowl this way a little bit so people can see it? So it's really thick, right? Because you only put 1 can of coconut milk in there, but 2 bags of those flours. Right? Okay.
Wait, did you say again the 2 bags?
Yeah,
Of
didn't you put the tapioka flour and also the what was the other one? The cassava?
Yes, it
Okay.
was 2 of the cassava and 1 of this.
Oh, 2 of the cassava and then 1 of the tapioka flour. Okay.
Mhm. And we're wrapping it, and it'll look like this when it's wrapped.
Uh-huh. Okay. Hello. So what kind of actual dishes do you eat with this, Joy?
Say again?
I said, what kind of dishes do you normally eat with this as a side dish?
Fish. That's the most common. Fish.
Okay. And what kind of fish do you like to eat with this? Is it there a certain kind of fish goes better with this than the others? Because this is pretty sweet, right? You put in 1 cup of sugar there, I noticed.
Uh-huh. And again, it all depends on it's your call with it. That's what I put with mine. But you can do less sugar.
Uh-huh.
Yes. I really don't know the names of the fish. But what we get here is the pompano.
Oh, papano, okay.
And let me actually show you. I have like 2 case here.
Oh, okay.
Pompano and frozen wild caught round scad.
Okay.
Because we're also having a birthday tomorrow, and we're getting it ready.
Perfect.
So those are the main ones that we have in our parties.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so how many of those can you make?
Yeah. Which one?
Usually with 2 bags of the cassava.
This one will make about 8 to 10.
8 to 10? Okay.
Yes. Depends on how much you scoop it in. Like I'm putting in, measuring is, my cup is 1/3, but my daughter's is a half. So hers is a bit bigger.
Okay. So the picture you sent me also have a really big, like a flower kind of things. Is that the same ingredients, but you make it differently?
Yes.
I was going to ask you about that.
The one with the white topping on it?
Yeah.
Yes. So that is cut down. And made into a flower shape for presentation. But it's just the same thing as the one in the first picture.
Got you. Okay. So it's the same ingredients, but you say you cut down what? What is it that you cut down?
When it's cooked.
Oh, when it's cooked. Okay.
You cool it off a little bit, and then you cut it. You take it out from the package.
Oh.
And then you cut it in half and just make it into a
And
flower.
then you
shape.
arrange it into a
Yes.
flower. Gotcha.
Yes.
I see. Good. That is very good to know. I was wondering about that. So it's almost like a cake when you make it that way, huh?
Say again?
I say it looks almost like a cake when you made it that way. Yeah, you
Yes.
just arrange it. Gotcha. Okay. Very good.
Yes, you just arrange it. Rin, can you please check if the water is boiled? So you put it in when it's boiled.
Mhm.
You don't want to put it in when it's not boiled yet, or it's gonna be water in your.
So
It's
you
gonna be
basically
water.
wrap it in something airtight kind of wrappers, right? And then you just drop it in the water. And how long do you cook it?
Again, also depend on the size, but this one it's gonna be like 30 to 45.
30 to 45 minutes.
Yes.
Medium heat.
Say again?
Medium heat.
Yes.
After it's boiling, you drop them in and use medium heat, right? Okay. For 45 minutes. Okay.
When you'll know when it's cooked because the foil will open up.
Mm.
So there's and I just put it in like that.
Okay.
Slowly.
I see.
See, the foil is wrapped, and then when it opens up, it'll show that it's, and it won't have any white. It'll change.
Mm. Okay.
Yes.
So just to recap, so you put it in a sandwich bag first, and then you wrap it with the foil outside, and then you drop those into the boiling water.
Yes.
And cook it for 45 minutes. Okay. Okay. Very interesting. Yeah. Someone else also say interesting.
If you want the white topping on it, the coconut milk on it, then now is the time to also put up the coconut milk.
Oh, now you are making the coconut milk part. Okay.
Yes. So just make sure that your water it covers most of it.
Mm. Okay.
So now I'm putting in the coconut milk.
You use 1 can or 2 cans?
Say again?
You use 1 can or 2 cans?
1 can.
1 can of
1
coconut
can
milk.
should be enough.
Okay. For 8 or 10 of those. Okay. If any one of you have any question, feel free to unmute yourself and speak up, or you can drop your notes in the chat and I'll relay that to Joy. We are all learning together here. I actually like a lot of root products too, but I use this kind of almost like a sweet potato. And then also we have another kind that is, I don't know if you know that or not. It's very similar to cassava, but it's long too. Gosh, I cannot remember the name right now. But anyway, And they also can be cut up and cooked with meat. That's it. It's really, really delicious.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I like to know
So,
what's the name.
yeah. Oh, somebody is asking what kind of smell is coming from this kind of cooking.
So with this, you know, I cannot really tell if there's a smell.
You just have to taste
There's
it.
just like there probably because it's wrapped in foil and it doesn't really have a smell like when it's opened up. If for like most cookings, but from the coconut. Are you talking about the
coconut. Yeah. It definitely will have the coconut flavor because you are using coconut.
So this is what it's like when I put it in the. So I just stir it.
So you cook the coconut milk with low heat?
The coconut.
Do you actually cook it? Coconut milk?
It's no, it's on 8. When I see that it's a little bit boiling, then I put it down.
Oh, okay. So bring up the heat until it's almost boiling, then you turn off the heat. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, I think the best thing for me to answer about questions like the taste or the flavor or the smell of something is that some of them you just really have to try it. Yeah, because it is really hard to try to describe what they taste like until you try them. Yeah. Yeah, it's really hard to say. I would say that the products that I was eating that is very much like a sweet potato kind of consistency, right? But with cassava, it's more of it's a kind of lighter tasting, not really strong, right? So you really go with whatever you put in there. That's why you are using coconut milk, right?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you just take on the flavor of it.
So I was making some earlier because we also have a family dinner later on tonight. And so this is how it'll look like when it comes out. It's gonna be like that. And we open up.
Oh, you already made some. Oh, good.
Yes, okay. I made some earlier because we'll also.
Oh, good. Okay. So yeah, show us.
So there.
Okay.
That's the one that we it's just one color. And the one that has different colors in it. Looks like this. I was using 2 colors for this one.
Right. That's pretty. I like that one. I was going to say, someone asked, does your family like the coconut milk topper or the dish by itself better?
Say again?
They are just asking whether or not your kids, your family like to have the coconut milk put over that particular items or like to eat it plain, just like that.
You know what? Because in our island, coconut is like a main thing. We have our country have been made a national coconut day because of how important the whole coconut tree is to our every part of the coconut, from the leaves to the little things on the leaves to the husk and all the way to the bottom, we use it for something. And so because of how important coconut is, it's usually everybody's favorite. But on the other side, if you're more concerned about your health and diet, you might not want to put on the
too much.
coconut.
Right,
But
right,
I tried that actually. I made one without coconut and one with coconut. The one with coconut, it was finished first.
Totally understand.
So again, now when it's like this, then now I'm gonna cut it, take it out from the bag. And also keeping an eye on my coconut. Let me just show you a quick how it's looking. So it's like that. So that's how I leave it.
Okay.
Yeah.
So not really bubbling, just kind of, okay. Almost ready.
Some add in the flour starch to make it like a little bit
thicker.
Yes, but I don't do that.
Okay.
So just take it out from the bag.
Joy is wearing a regular outfit today. Some of you should see her dress up in her traditional outfit. It's so beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Oh, no, that's really.
So what I'm doing here is I'll be cutting. I'm gonna ask my daughter to the white water. Okay, so I'm cutting. This is the one, right? So again, it depends on how you want to cut it. If you want to cut, I cut mine in thirds, like that.
Okay, great.
I cut in thirds, and see this one from the tapioka. You can take it out.
Okay. So someone is asking you which part of the island of Chuukese are you from?
I'm from the outer islands.
Outer islands?
It's yes.
Okay.
But I was born in the Maine.
Okay.
And we also have home and land there in the main island, but I'm originally from O'Neill in the outer islands. So that's how. So when you see inside that there's no like white, then it's cooked. You know for sure it's cooked. But if there's like a white, it's not cooked.
Got you. Okay. And this one, you cook it for around, you say 40, 45 minutes, right?
Yes.
Okay. Check one and see if the inside is all, just all look like it's cooked instead of having any white parts still showing. Okay.
That's how you know if it's cooked.
Okay. Wow,
so
this
that's
is pretty. I see.
It's all about presentation.
It's all about presentation for this one.
I also observed like at parties, one without color and one with plain. The one with color is they eat it all.
Oh, of course. Yeah, it's like the Chinese barbecue pork, the cha shao. Yeah. If I don't make it with a little bit of coloring, people always say, "Oh, what is that?" They just don't believe that's the Chinese barbecue because everybody is always looking for something that's a little bit red.
So here.
Mm-hmm.
And so now I'm gonna take this and just scoop it.
Just put it over that.
Over it.
I see. That's really nice. Okay.
My husband doesn't really like coconut milk a lot. So, but I do. So when I make dishes, I make sure that there's one without and one with.
I see.
So that's how it'll come out to look.
Okay. Yeah, that's wonderful. Beautiful, Joy. So just to recap, the coconut milk topping, you put coconut milk in there and then you put some sugar in there, right? And you cook it until it almost looks like it's bubbling to, to be boiling, but then you turn off the heat. And then you wait until it cool down a little bit and you pour it over the dish. Gotcha.
Yes.
Very nice. Beautiful. Yay. I like to come over and eat some of your dish. Because mine is not on salt yet. I bought the ingredients, but they are not fully on salt yet. I have to wait. But I will try to make some later. It's very nice. Okay, so anybody have any question? Want to make sure. Again, when you are eating this, you usually eat it with fish. And when you cook the fish, do you cook a certain way too? Obviously, we won't have time today to talk about that. But do you cook it like fry them, you grill them? And do you put coconut milk in them too?
Different ways.
Okay.
But I cook what I like so we can have it. I make it the way I like so I can have what I like at the party. So there's what I'm gonna make for tomorrow is I'm gonna grill it.
Okay.
It's gonna be baked / grilled in the oven. I'm gonna cut half the pompano and mix it with coconut and kimchi with ginger and seasoning, and I'm gonna wrap it in foil and
then you grill them.
Yes.
Okay. Very nice. So somebody is asking how much sugar did you put into that coconut milk for 1 can of coconut milk, right? For the topping.
The topping, I didn't put sugar, but I'm gonna say most also put because we like sweetness, but I'm trying to cut down. So
I know. So it just depends on your taste. You can put as much sugar you want.
Yes, you can definitely do that.
Okay. But usually, just talk about usually now. You will put, for 1 can of coconut milk, you will put maybe half a cup or less than that.
Probably a third.
A third. Okay. A third cup of sugar. Okay.
Yes.
Wonderful. Yeah, I agree with you there, Kim. I wish I can taste it too.
Laura,
did last month, so yes, that was really good too.
So, someone just said thank you in my in Chuukese.
Oh,
Laura,
good. Let's do that, please. Go ahead. We can follow you.
I was reading what someone had said. Laura said kiliso. That's thank you.
Kiliso.
Yes, kiliso.
Okay. Kiliso.
Yes.
Right? Okay, kiliso. Okay, that's good to know. Kiliso. Thank you. Nice.
Oh, okay. You work with Chuukese Kids in Kelso.
Oh, I see. Very nice. Well, nice to see that you can join us, Laura. Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah, I was going to say for today's dish, Joy is the one who proposed what dish she is going to make. I didn't, make any inference. I usually just let the presenter make their own decisions there. And she decided she wants to make this because she says it's very representative, right? Well, that's something you guys make and then you use it and serve it in a lot of different occasions, like what you said. You use it for wedding as well as for funeral service.
Yes.
But it's a big gathering, right? Mm-hmm.
Yes. And it's a community thing where women come together.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you grate that thing, the tapioca root, it's not a one woman thing, one woman work. There's someone who gets the coconut and husk it and grate it and all that stuff. So
right. I got it. Okay, so anybody else have any questions? Well, thank you so much again, Joy, for sharing your,
my
favorite dish
pleasure.
with us. Yeah. I'm sorry earlier you had some technical problem. I'm just so glad that you were able to join us because I was going to say, didn't know for sure how to reach you there unless I drive to your house, which I don't think we will have enough time to do that. So that's good. So anybody else have any question? But thank you everybody for joining us. And next month, just for your information, we are actually going to do floral arrangement. Yeah, it will be very different. We are going to make it Asian style too. So yeah, so if you like a floral arrangement, we will send the ingredients list again, the typical flowers that you will use to do that, and then we will send it out with the flyers and everything to share with people, and then you can follow along if you like to by buying some of the ingredients and just try it out. That would be great. I like to try all of this.
Yes.
Yeah. Do you have a question? I'm sorry. I heard somebody. Is it Laura that was trying to say something?
Thank you, everyone.
Oh, yeah, thank you. Okay, well, I think if you don't have any questions, Joy actually already finished the presentation here already. But if you do have any questions, this is a good time for you to ask if you like to do that. I know some of you don't want to show your face, which is fine, but I was going to say, if you do want to show your face really quickly and just all wave to Joy, so she knows you are here, that would be great. But it's okay if you don't. That's totally okay. So anyway, thank you so much again, Joy. I may try to come over to eat a little bit of that. Honestly, I want to eat something.
Yay!
Thank you, Joy.
You're very welcome.
Thanks. Bye, everybody.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much. Yeah, have a good one. Yeah, enjoy your dinner. Joy, save one for me. I may try to come over and get one.
Yeah, definitely. I can actually just put a little on the side and.
Okay. I'm joking. I don't know for sure.
That's
I
not
want to do that. I
fair.
know you have a lot of kids there, so
That's not fair. You have to deliver one to Vancouver to Alex. And to one to Rochester to Diana.
Yeah, sounds like Diana is from very far away there. My goodness. Anyway, yeah. So we will try to at least make it once. So you don't really care about what kind of grading you are using, right? For the shredded one, because I see that some people can use fresh one and grade them, right? If they want to. Joy?
Oh, what were you talking about?
I'm talking about that root there, the tapioca roots.
Oh,
you said that some people actually do it fresh with the fresh ones, right?
But the one that makes it really, really small.
Ah, I see. So just
Where's
really fine texture.
Uh-huh.
Shredded. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's fine.
The one that's like pokey on the grater.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay, I just want to try it and see how it will be looking like. Yeah, thanks again.